Welcome. You're watching Newslink on DSTV channel 403. Now, the Zulu Royal family is meeting ahead of the coronation of King Misuzulu KaZwelithini. It comes after a legal bid by Prince Mbonisi KaBhekuzulu to block the ceremony, which was dismissed. There are still tensions and divisions in the family over the ascension to the throne. Lethiwe Mdluli is watching developments and joins us now. Good morning, Lethiwe. Has the meeting in fact started?
Good morning, Pundo. This morning we are, of course, coming to you from Ulundi at the old legislature. Right now the meeting has not started, but we have seen royal family members making their way inside. We are expecting for all the royal houses to join together today and have this special meeting ahead of the coronation. I'm now joined by the Royal House spokesperson, Prince Mbonisi, who's going to just explain to us more about what we can expect from this meeting. Ndabezisa, thank you so much for joining us at eNCA. We have seen royal family members making their way into the legislature. Take us through what we can expect from this meeting.
The meeting is private, first and foremost. But we are going to open to the media the objectives of the meeting. That's what we are. The traditional Prime Minister will talk about to media. Then we close doors so that we discuss whatever is important within the royal family. Because firstly, people think we are divided. And we are just proving that it's not the case. You know, such a group of people who don't see things the same, and we can't blame them for seeing things their way. But here we are divided, we are united behind His Majesty the King, who has always been in the throne. Because I wonder, people talking about coronation. Okay, coronation is an English term, which I cannot myself talk about, because when a king passes away, he's planted. Soon after planting the king, the new king rise. So we say by the year. In fact, he becomes the king in the womb of the mother. He is born. So we don't know of anything like coronation in the Zulu tradition. So what maybe we might be talking about is which days maybe, because you know it's a consultative. There's prime minister, traditional prime minister. There is the president. There is the king. Those three people are involved in actually coming out with a date of what you say coronation. But according to me, it's just a handing over of the certificate, just to show the world that the king is here. The date that we might also talk about, there is a custom, a tradition, our ritual of bringing the king into the kraal, informing the ancestors and the ancient kings that here is someone who is now in the throne, in your throne. That's all. But for today, as I'm saying, the meeting is private. It's just the interaction between the princes and the king and the traditional prime minister in charting the way forward, because people think we are divided when we are not.
Ndabezisa, you're saying that you are not divided as a family, but on Tuesday we saw the Prince Mbonisi taking some of the other faction of the royal family to court. Of course, that application was dismissed, but that shows that the royal family is not united, as you say.
Yeah, you know, South African courts fight our wars. So when we don't see things the same way, one has a right to go and get a clarity according to the Constitution. I don't call that division, because if I don't agree with you, then I go to court. I listen to the judges or whoever that is mediating. But after hearing that I was wrong, I have to come back and join the family. So it's just, we could call division, you know, year back, 1956, when there was a fight where princes killed one another in a fight of Endondakusuka. That was actually division. But today, when we sit together and say, no, I can't see this thing this way, and then I try to convince you and you don't see it like, then you go to court. So the court will say, in fact, as you can see, look, the princes are coming in their numbers. Those people, few, maybe 10 or just 10 or 15 people who see things differently. We have 12 houses in the royal household, so all these houses are here. So we can't then say those people who see things differently, then we call it a division.
You're saying all royal houses are here, all 12 of them. Will we also be seeing Prince Mbonisi KaZwelithini as well?
I'm not sure, but I myself sent him an invitation. We can welcome him because he belongs here actually. He belongs here. We will be happy if he comes. Yes.
They are trying to halt the coronation. You are saying that the king has already been chosen in tradition, but they are trying to halt the coronation because they do not believe that King Misuzulu is the rightful heir. What do you have to say?
No, customarily, I say the king is born. No family members can sit together and vote for a king. Because if you vote for a king, it means that one day when the king does what you don't like, then you can come together and vote the king out, which doesn't happen. So the king is born, and I think that is the wisdom of the Zulu nation when they say the king is born, because if you vote for a king, it means that you can vote the king out. Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So, Mfundo, that is the royal spokesperson, Prince Thulani Zulu, just taking us through what we can expect from the meeting today. They are saying that the meeting is going to be closed off for media, but we will be receiving a briefing from the Zulu Prime Minister, Mangosuthu Buthelezi, after that meeting. You have seen some reports about the royal family. I mean, we've been actually telling you what has been happening within the royal family over the past year. We've seen some divisions, but the royal spokesperson is saying that they are united as a family. Some royal family members have taken the others to court. Of course, the recent one being the Pretoria High Court dismissing that urgent application by Prince Mbonisi KaZwelithini and other royal family members where they were trying to halt the coronation. We are expecting for that coronation to take place next month in August, and we are expecting for this meeting, or during that meeting, the discussions to also include the dates for the coronation and when it's going to take place.
All right, Lethiwe, we'll leave it there for now. That's our reporter, Lethiwe Mdluli, out in KZN.